Welcome back to my garden on a fabulous Queensland afternoon. Actually, it's quite warm. It's about 29 degrees already here, and we've been put on warning for storms, very aggressive storms, high winds, hail, thunder, lightning. Just a typical spring storm that we might find in Queensland, Australia at this time of the year. So just out in the garden for an hour or so before that hits. And I just want to show you another rose that I have, and something that's actually quite dear to my heart. This is a Jane McGrath rose. Now this rose was bred in Australia, and it was bred in honour of a girl called Jane McGrath, who was an English girl, and she met and married one of our most famous cricket players, Glenn McGrath, and she developed breast cancer, and unfortunately Jane lost her life to breast cancer. She was aged about 36, but what she did was, before she passed, she started the foundation where they worked tirelessly to get breast care nurses in rural parts of Australia, because let's face it, there's lots of treatments in the cities but not so much in rural areas, and that foundation is still going strong today. Now this rose, she knew the rose was being bred for her. Unfortunately, she passed away before she could see it, but I know that she would absolutely love it. It's a real sweet, small, pink rose. Looks like an English rose, just like she was. Just have a look at these beautiful little blooms. Aren't they spectacular? Now the plant itself will grow only to about 80 centimetres to a metre high, but in my subtropical climate, of course, it grows differently. And as you can see, it's growing outwards, so it's growing 80 centimetres out. It's actually become like a spreading rose in my garden. Even though I've cut it to try and make it grow up, it continues to spread out. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I absolutely love it in my garden. It's always absolutely dripping in these most beautiful light pink blooms. Very healthy, as you can see. And because I have dealt with breast cancer as well in my life, it holds the most special importance to me. So I've actually grown 8 of them along this garden bed here. And at the very end of the garden bed sit my 2 beautiful granddaughters. And for me, this is a reminder to them to always be conscious of the things that we need to do as women in relation to keeping ourselves checked. It's most important. The most beautiful rose, a most beautiful girl, gone too soon, now takes pride and place in my garden. I hope you're having a fabulous day in your garden, no matter where you are in the world.